Hey there, Ben Mankiewicz with you. Thanks for staying up late with us on TCM as we ease into the final day of 31 Days of Oscar. The theme for our last day of programming, which begins at 6 a.m. Eastern Sunday, is Oscar Goes Hollywood, appropriate since the 98th Academy Awards ceremony will be held that night. Right now, we're still wrapping up today's theme, Oscar Goes for the Laugh, a celebration of Oscar-nominated comedies. Up next, Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, and Jimmy Stewart bring you everything you could possibly want in a romantic comedy and then some. From MGM in 1940, directed by George Cukor, The Philadelphia Story. Hepburn is a wealthy, strong-willed Philadelphia socialite who fiercely guards her privacy from interested parties, namely the press. She's preparing to marry her second husband when her first husband, that's Cary Grant, shows up unexpectedly bearing unusual and unwanted gifts. Two alleged friends who happen to work for a tabloid magazine. They are played by Jimmy Stewart and Ruth Hussey. What follows is a masterpiece of clever barbs, multiple love triangles, social skewering, and, of course, sparkling romance. Donald Ogden Stewart wrote the Oscar-winning script adapted from a hit Broadway play by Philip Barry. Barry wrote the play specifically for Katharine Hepburn, and he did it at a critical time. Hepburn's career was in the midst of a brief freefall. She'd made a couple of comedies that are considered classics today, but when released in 1938, they bombed, Bringing Up Baby and Holiday. Both also starred Cary Grant, but Hepburn was the one who landed on a list of box office poison published by a trade group of theater owners. The Philadelphia Story emerged as a triumph on Broadway, giving Hepburn the boost her career needed. Because she was Katharine Hepburn, she possessed the savvy to buy the screen rights to the play. Hepburn then negotiated a deal with MGM to make the film adaptation, which put her back on Hollywood's A-list. She also ended up earning her third Best Actress Oscar nomination. The film earned 6 in all, including Best Picture, Best Director for George Cukor, Best Supporting Actress for Ruth Hussey, and Best Actor for Jimmy Stewart, who won. From 1940, featuring one of the most memorable opening scenes in movie history, which was added to the script late by producer Joe Mankiewicz, The Philadelphia Story. Katharine Hepburn earned the third of her 12 Best Actress Academy Award nominations for The Philadelphia Story. She had already won for her work in the 1933 drama Morning Glory. She then won 3 more times over the next 5 decades, giving her the record which still stands for the most Academy Award wins for acting. Philadelphia Story was Hepburn's third comedy in a row with Cary Grant. The other 2 were released 2 years earlier, 1938. Holiday, directed by George Cukor for Columbia, and the screwball classic Bringing Up Baby, directed by Howard Hawks for RKO. Hepburn and Grant made a great team, though Grant also had memorable chemistry with several other actresses during the same period. He and Irene Dunne showed off their comic timing in The Awful Truth from 1937 and My Favorite Wife in 1940, the same year as The Philadelphia Story. Also in 1940, Grant and Rosalind Russell were completely in sync in Howard Hawks' brilliant screwball comedy, His Girl Friday. Within 2 years, Katharine Hepburn found a steady screen partner in both comedies and dramas. She and Spencer Tracy starred in their first film together, Woman of the Year, in 1942, then went on to make 8 more movies together. They both earned Oscar nods for their final collaboration, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, from 1967. Hepburn won for her performance. Coming up, an Oscar-nominated French comedy from 1953, courtesy of director Jacques Tati, who produced, co-wrote, directed, and starred in this slapstick extravaganza. Monsieur Hulot's Holiday is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Monsieur Hulot's Holiday, then 10, and later, It's a Great Feeling. Oscars on Cloud 9 tonight.